Damien? Are you here? He promised me he'd stay. I've spent most of my time here sleeping. I must have been completely exhausted. I don't think this has been cleaned in a while. Damien definitely needs a housebot. It's grey out. Looks like it's cold still. Hey, there's a message for me. It must be from Damien.
Zoe, I hope you get this message. I had to leave quickly. The worm was... They found it, and they will track it back to me. I didn't want to leave you, but I had no choice. I tried to wake you up, but you weren't responding. The good news is, before they caught it, the worm did collect enough data for me to get the coordinates we spoke about. The intrusion into Dreamcore originated in Russia, just outside St. Petersburg. I've sent you the exact coordinates, along with a map. If I manage to get out of here, that's where I'll be heading. If you decide to go there, and I expect you will, be very careful. I'll try and contact you, but I can't promise anything. Zoe, you must leave, right now. When they discover who planted the worm, they'll send someone to the apartment. You need to be gone. The quickest way to St. Petersburg is by scramjet. Oh, and there's some warm clothes in the bathroom closet. Good luck. I'll see you soon, I hope. Take care of yourself.
You have one new message from Dad.
It's me. I've been calling you for a couple of days now, but you're not picking up. And you haven't replied to any of my messages. What's going on? Where are you? Please, call me as soon as you get this. I'm getting worried. Okay, bye. Hello, Zoe. I'm sorry, but I'm currently away from my phone. Leave me a message and I'll call you back as soon as I can.
Hey, Dad. Look, I'm sorry for not calling you back sooner. I've been so lazy. All I do is sleep and hang around the house. Big surprise, right? I hope things are going well for you in Bombay. You don't have to call me back, not unless it's important. I'm perfectly fine. Very bored, but fine. Oh, and don't worry, I haven't spoken to Reza. I'm staying out of trouble. Promise. Love you. Bye. Damien orders in. He claims he's a great cook, but I'm just not seeing it. These are the coordinates Damien gave me. If the data the worm got from the Dreamcore is correct, the virus originated inside that factory building over there. This car looks to be in working order. It might even have some power left, which means that if I can access the controls, it can be moved. That's the car's access panel. If I can get that panel open, I might be able to hack into the car's systems. This car looks The systems are still operational, so the car must have some reserve power left. I hope I didn't damage it too badly. At least now it's in a position to help me get inside. I hope I It's too grimy to see through. It's all about to fall. All it needs is a little encouragement. It's a production line. It looks pretty old-fashioned. This console must be for controlling the factory floor. That panel controls the loading bay doors. Those were probably used for packing the dolls as they came off the production line. According to this, I'm standing exactly in the location where the intrusion originated. Or maybe right above it. This was definitely put up quite recently. It looks brand new. This was definitely put up quite recently. It looks brand new. It looks like a ventilation shaft of some sort. I can feel a draft. It's a bedroom filled with medical equipment. They must have been observing the patient from out here. It looks to be in working order. It's an access card. It looks to be in working order. It's closed. One bed, one patient, a child. Who was it? What were they doing here? There's something in here. Is that a data cube? Child's drawings. They had this patient under constant observation, but for what reason?
Wednesday, September 23rd. This is Dr. Park. Dr. Zuboff is currently with the subject in her room. The subject is improving after a prolonged illness. She's responding well to stimuli and appears to be in good spirits. She even smiled at me when I went in there this afternoon to give her the injection. She didn't say much, but Faith's always been a quiet girl. We're having problems with the new synth, however, and yesterday's Morpheus injection caused the subject some degree of discomfort and pain. Off the record, I have to admit that I've had some misgivings about putting someone through these experiments. Granted, Jiva created her for this purpose, and it's not like she's ever had a normal life, but still. At any rate, it's not like we have a choice. We're simply following orders, and Wati HQ is adamant that we keep pushing forward. They want to see results, and fast, or they might shut us down. Should that happen, Faith, the subject, would have to be terminated. October 9th, it's a Friday, I think. I haven't seen daylight in a week. The subject has fallen ill again. We haven't isolated the cause of this latest setback, but Faith's heart appears to be weakening. I don't know if it's her condition or if the drugs. Anyway, she really needs to be in a proper medical facility, but unfortunately that does not appear to be an option. HQ doesn't want the subject to be moved. I really wish there was something I could do. The subject. I just hope she doesn't have to die here. Faith is... well, she's just a child. And I feel responsible. Partly responsible. Obviously, we're just doing our jobs, but... still. I'm going home now. Dr. Grundal is taking over my next shift. I need to rest. To sleep. I haven't slept in... anyway. October? What is it? October? Oh, what? November 3rd? God. The subject is very ill. We just gave her a very large injection of the new Morpheus, as per HQ's brief, but she's not responding. There's something seriously wrong. I think the dosage... well, I don't think she'll last... Wait, something's happening here. I'm getting some really strange... Hey, has your console stopped working? This is weird. There's just static, like a... I'm just getting static here. What's going on? Okay. We're back now. We're good. Well, that was weird. For a second, I thought I saw... Shit. Oh, shit. I think we just lost her. We just lost her. I'm not getting any readings here. She's flatlined. I think she's dead. Faith's dead. The dosage... I think I think she's dead. Can you please, just... Please go check on her. I think she's dead now. I think she just passed away. Go! That's it. November 5th. We're cleaning out the lab. We can't leave anything behind or someone might... It's strange, but I watched her die. I saw her leave us. But I think something happened. I'm not sure what happened, but something did happen. First there was this static everywhere on our screens. It killed most of the equipment for like 15 seconds. And then I could swear I saw something. Just for a moment, a fleeting moment. A shadow. A house. Faith's house, her dollhouse. I don't plan on saying anything to anyone about the experiments, about the lab, about what happened. But I am leaving this crystal behind. I won't let them simply wash their hands of her like she was never here, like she never existed. She deserves better than that. She deserves to be remembered. She was a person. A girl. Her name was Faith. This is Dr. Janine Park. That's it.
It's a card reader.
Zoe? Where have you been?
I've been... travelling. Why, what's up?
There have been people asking for you. Syndicate people. Eyes.
Oh, yeah, long story.
Look, I'm not going to pry or anything, but they seemed pretty serious. Is everything okay?
Yes, sort of. Nothing to worry about, Karen. Thanks.
Okay. Can I get you a latte on the house?
Rain check. I'm just not in the mood for coffee right now.
You got it.
Liv's closed up the store. Dad?
My God, Zoe. You have not been an easy person to get hold of. Where have you been?
Home. Casablanca. Around. Sorry, I didn't think you'd be so worried.
Worried? Well, that's an understatement. You don't have to lie anymore. I know you haven't been home.
What do you mean? Of course I've been.
After our last conversation, I logged into the house and spoke with Wonkers. He told me you haven't been home for at least a week.
Dad...
What I don't get is why you had to lie to me.
Dad, it's a long story. I had to go away for a little while.
So where have you been?
I'm not doing this over the phone. I'm home again now. Ask Wonkers if you want to. Hell, check the cameras if you don't believe me.
I don't know what to believe. Was it Reza?
Yes. No. I had to help him. But that wasn't the only thing that... I don't think we should talk about this over the phone. When are you coming back?
I'm still stuck out here. Another couple of days at the very least.
Look, I'm sorry for lying to you, but I had my reasons. I didn't want you to worry.
Well, that backfired.
I know. But you don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm back and I'm staying put. I'll tell you everything when you get home, okay?
Okay. I'll try to speed things up at my end, but...
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just come home when you can.
All right. Take care, Zoe. I'll call you tomorrow. And try to stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Bye, Dad.
But nothing hurts now. That didn't hurt before, so I won't pretend that it was the end of the world. 'Cause nothing hurts now. But nothing hurts now. That didn't hurt before, so I won't pretend that it was the end of the world. 'Cause nothing hurts now. No, nothing hurts now. That didn't hurt before, so I won't pretend.
Hello, Zoe. It's good to see you again. Are you crying?
Hey. No, I'm just... Yeah, I'm crying.
Oh, I see. Why?
Because I'm sad.
Are you staying or are you going away again?
I'm definitely staying.
Good. That makes me happy. I like it when you're here. By the way, you have a visitor, Zoe.
Visitor?
Yes, she asked me questions.
What kind of questions?
The difficult kind. The kind I can't answer. About you and about your father.
Where is she now?
She's out there. She wanted to see the view. I told her she should wait for you, but she didn't listen to me.
Hello, Zoe.
What? What are you doing here? How did you get in?
I came to talk to you. You've been on a very long journey. I'm glad you finally made it back.
How did... You? I've travelled around the world, but it all comes back to you. Faith, she was your experiment. Jeeva's experiment.
She is. I mean, she was. But we weren't the ones who made her into what she is today. That was Waticorp. That was Pete's. I wanted Faith to live out her life in peace with a foster family. She didn't have long, and she'd been through enough already. But Waticorp had other plans. They needed a suitable human subject for testing their drug Morpheus with DreamNet. So they took Faith away.
I know. They put her through hell.
I never wanted that.
You don't get to make excuses. She was your creation. She was your responsibility.
Fair enough. Looking back, I realize it was a mistake to let them take her. But Waticorp owns us. We don't get to have a say.
You're not telling me anything I don't know. Why are you here? Did you bring the eye with you? The twins? Go ahead, do your worst. I'm too tired to care anymore.
I'm here to ask for your help.
My... help? What do you mean?
I want to stop Waticorp from releasing the Dreamer, and I want to stop the static from spreading any further. You may consider me cruel and uncaring, but I'm simply pragmatic. There's nothing to be gained from Wati succeeding with their plans, or the static causing another collapse. And I also have personal reasons for wanting to stop Pete's. He has already caused much pain, and he will cause untold damage if his plans are carried out.
What makes you think I'll help you with anything?
I'm not expecting you to help me, but you will help Faith. You won't let her suffer anymore. And you will stop Waticorp, even if they hadn't killed your friend.
How do you know all this?
I planted a bug on you when we first met, Zoe. It's been sending me data at regular intervals. I've heard everything you've said. I know everything that's happened. I've helped you along the way, and now you will help me, because that's the only way you can help Faith. The only way you can avenge Reza and stop Waticorp. It's as simple as that.
How can I help Faith? She's already dead, isn't she?
Yes and no. I can't explain it, but you've seen it for yourself, Zoe. She's in the networks, in DreamNet, on the wire. Whether it's her memories, her soul, I don't know. It's not for me to theorize. The fact is that a part of her is inside the networks, inside Dream Core, and she's suffering. But you can help her, Zoe.
If I do this, I won't stop with Wati or with Pete's. You need to be held accountable too.
I'm a marked woman. The moment the eye finds me, I'm dead. Wati doesn't want me walking around, telling people what I know. If that's not accountability, I don't know what is. And right now, all I want is revenge for what they've done to me and my company. If it means losing everything, so be it.
So what is it you want me to do?
You need to go into DreamNet and convince Faith to let go. Once that happens, the network will shut down, and Angana, Dreamcore, will disconnect from the wire.
Convince Faith to... How do I do that? And why me?
Because you have a connection with her. I don't know what it is. You seem to share some of her more esoteric genetic qualities. and she's taken a shine to you. Besides, no one else has been able to find out where in the network Faith, or her residue, her memories, reside. I've tried, but it's like she's not actually in there. You, on the other hand, have met her several times. She's reaching out to you. She needs you. And to help her, you must first help me.
How?
I've brought a dreamer. You go inside, talk to Faith, find a way to make her let go. Whatever she's become, a virus, a ghost in the machine, only she can stop this. If she keeps holding on, if her influence keeps spreading across the wire, it will eventually shut down completely. We're talking days, maybe less than that.
If she can do that, what is she?
I don't know. Like I said, a ghost in the machine. Her body is gone, but her mind. They pumped her full of Morpheus. They murdered her with an overdose. Who knows? Maybe there is something as banal as an immortal soul. And that's what's left of her. She died while she was inside DreamNet, dreaming a very, very powerful dream. Maybe she's still in that dream, and that's what's spreading across the wire. Whatever the answer, it doesn't matter. The fact is that Faith is in there somehow, inside DreamNet, inside Angana, and she needs to leave.
You're saying she needs to die?
She's already dead, Zoe. That's a fact. Whatever's left of her isn't happy in there. She needs to shut down. Move on, whatever you want to call it.
And you expect me to ask her to let go? To die?
Yes, because it's the right thing to do. Listen to me. We're running out of time. I need you to make a choice. Either you do this, or I leave, and you never see me again. If that happens, the wire will break down, causing untold damage. Corp may still succeed in releasing the Dreamer, and Pete's plans could still come to fruition. Who is the greater evil here? Him or me?
I think you're despicable. You used an innocent person as a test subject. You made her, and then you discarded her. And for what? To research dreams? Still, I won't let the bad guys win. I've come this far, and I'm going all the way. Someone told me not long ago that I lack commitment. Well, connect me to the Dreamer.
I'm going to give you a highly concentrated dose of Morpheus, more than what you've received before. It won't harm you, but it will allow you to control your environment. That way, Faith won't be able to push you out again.
What do I tell her? How do I make her let go?
I don't know. You have to figure that out on your own. This is unknown territory. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good luck. And good night, Zoe.
Different this time. Faith wants me to come inside. Hello? Hi. You must be Faith. I'm Zoe.
I know.
What are you doing?
Playing.
I see. What are you playing?
A game.
Really? Can I play too?
Maybe. Okay.
You've been helping me, haven't you, Faith?
The White Lady told me to.
Oh. What did the White Lady say?
She said to talk to you.
Did she tell you that I had to save April Ryan?
Yes.
What does the White Lady look like?
She's all white.
When did you last see her?
She was here, just before you.
She was?
Yes.
What did she say?
She said it's all fine. She said you did good. She said you saved April.
That's what she said? That I saved April?
Yes.
You know I've been looking for you, don't you?
Yes.
Why me? Why did you talk to me, Faith?
Because you're like me.
Like you... how?
You dream like me.
You mean, dream things true?
Yes. You're my sister.
I'm... what? Your sister?
Yes. You're my big sister.
You mean because of the way we dream?
No, because we're sisters. For real.
Faith, this is very important. What makes you think we're sisters?
I just know. And the White Lady says so too. We have the same mother.
We do. Faith, I'm sorry, but that's not possible. My mother died long before you were born.
No. Our mother isn't dead. And we are sisters.
That's impossible.
It's true. I know. I'm not lying.
I believe you, Faith, okay? I do believe you. It's just... I thought my mother was dead. Do you remember your mother?
No, I don't know. And I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about something else.
Faith, why are you here?
Because I don't have anywhere else to go.
You can't stay here. You're hurting the world.
I know, that's what the White Lady said. But I don't know where to go. And I'm scared, Zoe.
I know. I would be too. But sometimes we have to let go. Sometimes we just have to trust that things will be okay. Sometimes we just have to have... Faith, you're not supposed to be here anymore. You're supposed to be gone.
I'm supposed to be dead.
No, you're not supposed... Yes. Yes, Faith. You're supposed to be dead.
I know, but I don't want to go. I'll be alone.
Maybe. Maybe not. I can't promise you anything. But I believe there's something better waiting for you. I have faith. And I can promise you that I'll stay here as long as you need me to.
You'll stay with me?
I will. You won't have to be alone anymore.
Okay. I'm getting sleepy, Zoe.
It's okay, sweetie. You can go to sleep.
I'm getting cold, too.
Come here. Better?
Yes. Will you stay with me?
As long as you need me to, Faith.
Even when I'm sleeping?
Even when you're sleeping. I promise.
Okay. Good night, Zoe. Good night, big sister.
Good night, little sister. Goodbye, Faith.
Sam, is that you? Oh, you must help me. There's only darkness. They stole my eyes, my ears. He took the world away from me. There's nothing left. Nothing. Do you hear me? Are you there? I need my senses back. Answer me. Answer me! Pets? Papa can't hear you, and he can't talk to you. Oh, pets. Pets. What are you?
I'm sorry about this, Zoe, but I can't let you wake up again. Goodbye. You really are a very beautiful girl. So like your father. I never thought I'd see you again. And I wish it didn't have to end like this.
Is she asleep?
She is.
I'll stay here and watch over her.
You should.
Maybe when she wakes up, she'll want to play a game with me.
Maybe.
I would like that very much.
So there it is, my story. It sounds pretty unbelievable, I know. Parts of it still feel like a dream to me. But it did happen. All of it. I helped send Faith on her way. The static is gone. Things are back to normal. All should be well with the world. Except it's not. At all. The bad guys got away with it. The dreamer could still be released. If that happens... I'm not sure how long I've been here, or how long I'm going to stay. But there's nothing more I can do now. My story's been told. The future is out of my hands. And in yours. You need to do something. You need to tell my story until the word is out. Until everyone knows what's going on. If you don't... I'm leaving soon, but I'm not afraid. If death is the end, I know that our dreams remain behind. So whoever you are, whatever you plan to do, good luck. I'm sure you'll need it. I hope my story has been heard. I'll feel really stupid if I find out I've been talking to myself this whole...
Reza. Thank God.
How is she?
She's fading away.
Careful, Dad. That is not him. Goodbye.
Welcome to the story time, Zoe.
Hello. Am I dead?
I don't know. It doesn't matter here. This is where everything is. Here, you simply are. Alive or dead, you just are. Understand?
No, but please go on.
You're special, Zoe.
I am?
You are. You are a dreamer.
Someone else told me that. Is that good?
It is, and it isn't. There's nothing good or bad about it. Like the stars above and the stones below. It simply is.
Oh. So, where are we again?
In the story time. This is where the stories are told. The stories that create the sky and the ground and all that is in between. You see, Zoe, this universe and everything in it is like an endlessly thick book containing countless stories.
That's amazing. Can you tell me one of those stories?
I could, but not now. There's no time. We need to act before it's too late. You're here to tell me a story, Zoe.
I am.
You are.
I see. What's happening? Why do we have to act?
Because the undreaming is unchained.
I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound good. So where do I begin?
At the beginning, Zoe.
At the beginning? It's going to be a long story.
That's fine.
Okay. My name is Zoe Castillo, and I think I might be dead, but I'm not sure. My father's name is Gabriel.
And finally, today's the day everyone's been waiting for. Isn't that right, Ryan?
That's right, Diane. It's been a closely guarded secret for months. But today, Whattycore finally unveils its hotly anticipated new product, Dreamtime. Fans have been lining up in front of stores for weeks in preparation for what some are calling the single greatest event in recorded history.
Wow. If you didn't have to be here this morning, Ryan, I'm sure you'd be out there lining up with the rest of them.
You betcha, Diane. Waticore has yet to reveal what Dreamtime is all about, except that it's destined to change the face of entertainment forever.
Wire rumors have it that Dreamtime will allow people to dream lucid dreams about anything they want. Isn't that something, Ryan?
Modern technology. Oh, you gotta love it. You just gotta love it, Diane.
Well, that was Dreamfall, The Longest Journey, and I actually had to take a moment because the bit with Faith and Zoe at the end always gets me. I always cry and I feel like the biggest baby for it, but this game is really different compared to a lot of the games that I've played in the fact that there is no clear win. There is no clear and definite win for the heroes of the story. You have people who have lost their way, lost their faith, lost their hope, lost their lives. And when this game first came out, we had no idea if we were ever going to get an actual sequel to this game, and the sequel ended up not coming out for a long time. So this ending is just so bleak, and for it to end the way it did, and with us not knowing exactly if we were going to get another game to finish the story out, we thought that was it. But I guess in a way, it just shows you that sometimes you can't win. There is no winning. There is no solution. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many great lengths you go to in order to achieve a goal, sometimes things just won't happen. Sometimes it doesn't matter how good you are or how many good things you try to do, bad things are going to happen to you, and you can either roll over and just let it happen, or you can try to change it, but sometimes even if you try to change it, it just gets worse. And that is a very bleak, dark, depressing message to put in a game, especially one that's so bright and colorful with so many different like high fantasy magical characters in it, and even with all the jokes and stuff that they throw in there, which granted the dialogue in this game isn't nearly as amusing as in the first game, but I think they had to sacrifice a lot of it due to the fact that they were experimenting with quite a few things with this one. A 3D environment, combat, a different kind of camera system, and it was all new to them. They didn't really know what they were getting into, and it kind of shows in how clunky the controls can be and how just awful the combat is. And I will say I'm glad they got rid of that in Dreamfall chapters, because I would have thrown my mouse through the screen. But it's just, I don't know, I can't get over how incredibly dark this ending is. I mean, we didn't know if Reza was really Reza. We didn't know if what Pete said was true, and we didn't know if maybe Reza's mind had been he had brainwashed into working for Waticore instead of being who he really is. We don't know what happened to him at all, and at the time we had no idea what happened to Liv, what happened to Damien Kavanaugh. We don't know what happened to any of these people, and at the end of it, Zoe's just home. And she has no idea what's happened to any of her friends. She doesn't know if her dad's coming home. She doesn't know what's going to happen to her. She doesn't know what's happening to April's friends back in Arcadia. She doesn't even know if maybe, just maybe, April might have survived. She doesn't know anything. She doesn't know what happened to the white dragon, and honestly, the last thing that she saw before seeing her dad and Reza in the hospital, and then seeing the vagabond in story time, was just her little sister, Faith, fading away. Letting go of just the last thing that held her to the planet and held her to what would be considered, I guess, some kind of reality, since she was trapped in the wire and trapped in like this limbo between the wire and dream time. And it's sad. It is bleak, it's sad, it's dark, and it was a ballsy move on their part. Not something that you would expect from a bright, colorful fantasy story. But I mean, even if you think about it, the original Longest Journey was pretty dark too in the end, because you have April, who is terrified to go back home, so she stays in Arcadia. She doesn't know if any of her friends are still alive. The last thing she saw was her friend Emma getting shot and Zach getting shot. She doesn't know what happened to Fiona. She doesn't know what happened to Mickey. She doesn't know what happened to Charlie until much later in Dreamfall. They could have all been dead for all she knew, and she was too afraid to go back home. So she tried to find a life in Arcadia, and even that didn't work because she felt like she was insignificant. And that's just very sobering, I guess. I mean, you have this high fantasy situation, but you have so many different like dark things that happen to these people, and they never really get resolved, at least not in the 2 games that I've played so far. And again, I've played Dreamfall chapters before, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But this was a lot. This was definitely a lot, and it was a lot to sit through over again, and I'm glad that I did. But at the same time, wow, I forgot just how hard the ending hits me every time I play this. And I'll be completely honest, it's almost 7 o'clock in the morning when I'm recording this right now. I stayed up playing this last section of the game, this last 3 hours and about 40 minutes. I stayed up late just playing through all of it, and it's getting chopped up into smaller episodes, so you won't hear this till the end. But this game was significant to me. I mean, yeah, it came out in the early 2000s, and it's been a long time between this game and when Dreamfall Chapters came out in 2017, or when the first part of it came out in 2017. But this game shaped a lot of how my writing ended up being like, and just how I thought about characters in general, because not everything's going to have a happy ending. Sometimes things literally just stop. And that's just part of life, no matter, how much you want it to be different.
Hello, old friend.
Chavez? What are you doing here?
Time is a circle. It will not end here. You are needed. Take my hand, Brian. The future awaits us.
guess at this point I'm going to get some sleep, and then I'll get started on editing all of these and get Dreamfall chapters started up as well, because it's a lot as well. It goes a lot deeper into some of the characters themselves, since it's more of a choice-based system than this one was. It's closer, I guess, in tone to Life is Strange, The Wolf Among Us, and the Telltale Batman games. So basically the choices that you make change the events of the story and change the kind of ending that you'll end up getting, but only by a little bit. The ending's pretty much set in stone, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's all about the journey and the direction you take getting there, which is the whole point behind these games, regardless of how bleak and desperate the endings can seem to be. But we will continue this journey on with Dreamfall chapters, the third and, as far as we know, final part of this game series. It will be a 5-episode series. May or may not cut those episodes into smaller ones, but with like Life is Strange and the Telltale games, I liked doing them in the long episodic, just full sittings, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and so forth. But I may or may not do that this time around, because it seems to be that people like the smaller, shorter episodes. We'll see how things go once I start getting into recording. If I can find decent places here and there in between each part, I can chop it up into smaller episodes if it feels right. But I'm hoping that you will continue this journey on with me and see it through to the end.